here for a rally for kids, and this year it's in support of the Pinball Clemons Foundation. Talk to us about this.
So we're so excited about it. Of course, the rally has been around for 10 years, and it has done marvelous things. It's raised, I think, some $20 million over the 10 years. Sick Kids Hospital has been the beneficiary. This year, they were moving and making a change, and so they asked us would we be interested in being the beneficiary of the rally, and we're so proud to be here. And you see the people, the energy, it's just amazing. It's phenomenal. So our foundation, over the first 10 years, had the goal of empowering youth through education. And so we built over 200 classrooms in developing countries. Now we're transitioning and doing more work here locally. We've always done some local work, but we're really shifting the balance. And so it was 80-20 international to local. Now we're more than 50-50 local to international, eventually moving to 80-20 local to international, and we're so excited. The program itself, we take kids from the margins to mainstream or from community to career. An example of that is we have a wonderful technology program that we work with. 500 young people will go through that program this year. When at the end of it, the average household income of the young people we work with is $32,000. After a 16-week program, right, 85% of them go in a job making $39,000, doubling their household income. And so this is the real tangible kind of difference, changing the trajectory of these young lives, letting them know that they can achieve their dreams, do what they want to do, be what they want to be.
How rewarding does that feel, giving back and knowing that you're helping so many kids?
For me, it's always about what there is to do, right? So you think about, okay, we did this and this was wonderful, but never get complacent, right? We constantly want to look forward because there is so much to do. So many young people that wouldn't take a whole lot of effort on our part for them to live a much different life.
Talk to us about your involvement and why you wanted to be a part of it.
I mean, come on, whenever it has something to do with kids, you know, of course I want to be involved, especially the kids that are the most vulnerable in our society that often get overlooked, that are marginalized, you know, because not only do they deserve it, but also we as a society deserve a community, a society that doesn't have kids that, you know, end up having to, you know, make bad choices in their lives that affect us all. So always start at the roots, always start with education and kids, and then you can't go wrong.
And our show is all about inspiring the new generation, millennials, our audience. So, you know, what's the best advice you ever got in your career, something that inspires or motivates you?
Don't live for your resume, live for your obituary. So it's not all about the bottom line or your status. It's about, you know, the impact you've had on the world as a human being.
And of course, I have to ask you about your current projects. Anything new and exciting?
Well, you're doing a lot of work with Lonely Whale for the oceans and trying to get rid of all that single-use plastic that's ending up in the oceans.
Well, I mean, it's no-brain surgery for me. I mean, I came from the street as well. But again, that's what we call, you know, living socially, you know, by helping the needed, you know, the needy ones. So, yeah, it's a great cause. When you're on the streets, I think one of the difficult things is because you don't have the minimum necessities. Every day you're challenged and you're trying to find ways to feed yourself for that day, for that moment, and so it doesn't leave you room to sort of like conceive and, you know, sort of dream about tomorrow. You know, once you're on the street, you know, it leads to crime, it leads to drugs and all kinds of things. So, yeah.
You know, what kind of obstacles did you face on your path to success, and how did you face them?
We're all faced with, you know, and challenged constantly. You know, you step outside, the first person you cross, that energy can be either positive energy or negative energy. That's in itself, it's a challenge. The ultimate goal is the finish line, like in a race. The start and the finish line. Just worry about the finish line and you will get there, because that and the emotional, and the more you think about it, the more that emotional content basically opens door and gives you that middle, you know, understanding to reach the goal. Yeah.